Hi Stampers! Welcome to Annabelle Stampin' Studio. Look at what I have for you today. Isn't this just an adorable Halloween card? I want to thank Janet Tentler, my downline, for designing it for us. She designed it actually for my World Card Making Day workshop that we had here at the house this weekend, and we just had such a good time. Everybody loved it, just thought it was so stinking cute that I wanted to share it with you today and show you how we put it together, okay? So let me tell you what sets we're going to use and the sizes of paper and everything like that, okay? So we'll start out with the sets that we're using, and she used our Cookie Cutter Halloween, which is an adorable little set. We have the matching kind of, it goes together, the Cookie Cutter Christmas. And when you buy the Cookie Cutter Christmas, you buy the punch together with it, you save 10%, and then you can buy the Cookie Cutter Halloween, and it cuts out all these little guys, okay? So it's really a great deal. If you bundle them together, make sure that you bundle it together, and so you can save 10% with the Halloween and the Christmas, okay? And then the other set, which I just love, is the Spooky Fun set, and it's so versatile. It's got so many cute stamps, but what I love about it is that Stampin' Up made edgelets to match it, to go with it, so you don't have to fussy cut everything out of it, okay? So it's really good and fun, very versatile, both sets for all the holidays. Well, this one for fall and for Halloween. Okay, so I wanted to start out by telling you what we did for the card, and you start out with a 10-inch by 6.5-inch card, and you fold it in half. Okay, so and then we used Delightful Dijon for the ground looking part and the background there, and this card stock piece is 6.5 to fit across the bottom and 2.5 inches wide. Okay, and then for the inside, I cut a piece, and it is, let's see what size. This is a 3.5 by 4.5 for the inside, and I'm going to stamp the little cobweb and the little Happy Halloween from our Teeny Tiny Wishes. Okay, so that's what we're using. We're using the punch, and then we're using the 2.5-inch punch. We're using glimmer paper, and I'll go over all the other stuff that as we go along with the card, okay? So to start out, first off, what we want to do is we want to take our cardstock and fold it in half and score it. And then we want to take our piece, that's the ground, and you just want to start to cut and rip it, okay? So it doesn't have to be any kind of, you kind of make it kind of uneven if you like the hilly look, if you want a hill in the background, which I love the way she did that. And so you just kind of start to pull away, and you can go higher in some parts and lower in other parts like this, and then kind of even it out like that. It doesn't really matter. You just want to kind of rip that. And now the one edge, you'll see when you rip it, it has kind of a flatter, ragged edge, and I like it when it's on the flat side, okay? So just remember that when you're cutting that and ripping that, you're going to have whatever side you thought was on one side, it's going to be on the other side, okay? So it doesn't really matter. I really like it like this as well. And then I just used multi-purpose glue to glue this down. If you've seen my videos, you know that I love this multi-purpose glue. It goes a long way, and it's very forgiving to me, and I really like that because I sometimes don't always put it right exactly where I want it, and it gives me a little bit of chance to move it around a little bit. But right now I got it right where I wanted it, so that's really a good placement there. Okay, so pretty. I really like this card. And then we took our 2.5-inch punch and used our this is new glimmer paper, and it is in our holiday catalog as well. And isn't it just so pretty? I love our glimmer paper, and I mounted that, okay? So the first thing we want to do is mount the moon. And this card is just so simple. Once you stamp, there's really only 2 stamps on it. It's really super, super simple. And about right there, okay? And then I did attach this tree, and I did attach it with, even though I mounted this, it's the our mounting dimensionals aren't super high, so it's going to work okay with this. But what you want to do with the glue on this tree is you don't have to put it on everything. I've kind of said this before every time I talk about something. You could use your fine tip glue on glue pen on here if you'd like. I like the multi-purpose glue. I think it has a very good bonding structure to it. It just really sticks really well. I really like it. So I'm gonna try to have to be very careful here, and you don't have to put it all over. It's okay. Now let's see, she had it kind of like right here. So it's kind of in the silhouette of the moon, which I really like. I'm gonna hold that down for just a second, just to give it some staying power there. Okay, then we have our little gravestones here. And our little gravestones we did mount, okay? And I cut some of these to have this. So you want to take your edges of the edges of your mounting tape and cut them across, so you don't, because it'll be too wide. Some of these will be too wide to put on your small little tombstones here. So let me see if I can get it off here with my nails. There we go. Okay, so that's that. And I think, let me just put one more in the center one. I'm just going to put a little one right here. Okay, and pop it off with the backing on that. Okay, so there we go. And now I colored this, and I cut this out with the edgelets. Okay, and whoops, I guess I'll get more on camera. And I cut this out with edgelets, and I colored it in with our smoky slate pen. Okay, now on the sample, as you can see, she used white cardstock, but I thought, you know what, it's kind of night, it's kind of dusky out there with this, so I thought that, and I like it kind of on the side like that. So I thought I'd try Very Vanilla paper, and I really like it. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, now we stamped this little guy, this little skeleton, and I used again our smoky slate to just give him a little highlight around his body, around his bones. Okay, and then I used our crushed curry pen for his eyes and the teeth, and I think that just makes him pop a little bit. Okay, but before I attach him, I wanted to let you know that I attached his little bow tie with a glue dot, and that's also out of the Paper Pumpkin glitter sheet of paper, and I also mounted him. Okay, so just so he's just so cute. Put at the very bottom of him and on his head. It doesn't show through. Yeah, that's good. Let me move this up for you so you can see a little better. This card is really, really very quick. Oh. Okay, and I'm just going to put him kind of a little sideways like that. I think it's just really cute because I want to leave room for the witch at the top. Okay, now this is also out of our glimmer paper, the little witch. And what I did is I did cut some long ways for her. Now with her, what we're going to do a little bit not really different, but we're going to work with her mounting tape in the back to attach our thread. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the backing off of this right away. Then you want to take your thread. Let me set this over to the side a little bit. Take some thread and just wrap it around. This is $3 for this whole thing, so wrap it around like 4 fingers. Let me get a little bit more there. And just wrap, you can wrap quite a bit to get yourself a good piece there. And then you kind of squish it together with your fingers in the center, like that. And then, let me bring it over here. And then you want to just tape it onto the back of that, and then just kind of adjust it, get it around. I'm gonna cut those turn them off. And because that other one isn't staying really well, I don't think I glued it as well, but if you use that, you can double multi-purpose your mounting tape, okay? So, and this one's going to be kind of in his face, so I want the witch kind of, and kind of got caught there. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so that's super, super easy. Now I think I got her little mounting tape there underneath a little bit. Okay, so there you go. Look at how easy was that card, like just a few minutes here once you get everything cut out. Okay, so what I wanted to tell you for the inside, what I wanted to show you is I did I used my black memento pad, and I just want a part of this cobweb to show. So I just want it up in the corner just like that. Okay, and then the Happy Halloween. Okay, so perfect. So isn't that just so cute? And you still have room to write in there. And then I'm just going to glue this down with my multi-purpose glue, of course. And there you go. Okay, so isn't that just such a cute little card? I just really love it. It's just such it's just so cute. Every time I look at him, I think it's just so cute. So thank you so much, Janet, for showing us that and designing it for us, because we just really love it. So I think it's a great card. Okay, so let me tell you about the holiday oh wait, before I forget, I wanted to tell you about the envelope that I made for it, because we don't have envelope paper in black. So I got Delightful Dijon, our paper that we have, our envelope paper, and I used our envelope punch board. Okay, so it's super easy to use. You just find the size of your card, which would be 5 by 6.5. You're going to need, your paper size is going to need to be 9 1/4 by 9 1/4, and your score line will be 4. Okay, so you put your left edge on 4, you score, you punch, you turn, you score, you punch, and you make your envelope out of that. So isn't this perfect? And it just fits perfectly right inside. So isn't this great, because you can get your envelopes to match? And I think, you know what, why use a regular white envelope when you can use a really pretty styled envelope that matches, right? So anyway, I will do a video on how to use the envelope punch a little bit later, probably a little bit later in the week, but I wanted to mention the holiday catalog to you today. I have mentioned it before. If you do not have one and you would like one, please let me know, and I will get one out to you right away. And I would appreciate it if you would subscribe, like, and comment. If you want to purchase anything that I've showed you here today, it's all current catalog items, and you can shop at my store at www.annabelle.stampinup.net, or click the little S and shop now in my link in my bio in the description of this video. Okay, so thank you for watching and have a great day. Thanks. Bye.